I'm truly grateful for this kind invitation. I'm one of the very luckiest people to study at Hartley, and my life turned out to be a lucky events. I came to Hartley, almost I didn't come to Hartley. I want to tell you a true story to this day. I was thinking about it. It was a 5 minutes difference that made the entire life difference. As many of you would know, I'm from Valladolid, and the contribution to Hartley from VVT was in the field of soccer. Many of the people came to Hartley to play soccer. As I was thinking the weeks before the exam that we all did to enter Hartley College, I asked my father and mother that I could go and study at Hindu College in Jaffna. And my parents were dismayed and asked me, "No, you go to Hartley." I was grade 5. And I said, "No, I really want to go to a school in Jaffna." So this discussion was going on for weeks. At last my father said, "Okay, we made an agreement the night before the exam, because the exam is this very same day across Jaffna. We will go to the DVT junction, and we will go to the DVT junction. There will be 2 choices. If the bus comes to Jaffna, go to Jaffna, we will take that bus to go to the Jaffna Hindu College. The bus comes to Point Beach Road, we will go to Hartley College." For my disheartened approach and for my father's delight, the bus came towards Point Beach. And that 5 minutes, and when we were in the bus, and I could see the next bus was going to Jaffna. That 5 minutes made the difference. I'm truly grateful I went to Hartley. And there was one other incident I would say to all of you. I almost left Hartley. It was many discussions with Dr. Samuel. And at last he said to me, "You should leave Hartley, though I don't want you to leave, for your sake." And I went to St. John's College. This was after the school was burned, and the school didn't happen for many months and years. And I went to St. John's College, and they looked at me and said, "Yep, we'll give you admission tomorrow." That night, my parents, I made another decision that I would never leave Hartley. This time, I was from, my parents wanted me to go. So you can see the tables turned in a period of almost 6 years. I'm truly grateful I went to Hartley. I want to share a couple of my real incidents at Hartley that made me who I am today. And many of you really nicely pointed out the disciplines. Recently, one of the professors asked me that I come from a military family. I said, "No, I came from a school with very high discipline in that world." And even today, there are very few things in front of my brain. One is the burning of the library. And that's the day I really became a true son of Hartley College. And many of you, or some of you, were involved with the effort of raising about 40,000 rupees at the time. After the school was burnt, the library was burnt, our intention was to raise money, and we raised money across every town in Point Vitru, Nelliyadi, Uduputti, Vallatran, everywhere over a week. That was the first turning point towards building the college. And the second memory I have is moving the school away from after school was burned and no longer school could happen. It was sitting on the floor for the first lesson at our temporary school close to Rathan's house. And I remember writing my notes, sitting on the floor and taking the botany class. Then some of the memories I really have, I wanted to share with you is two of the teachers and one of the students. As VVT was very close to the army camp, and my house was next to the army camp, there are many, many nights I could not study. I could not practically live. And there are two teachers accommodated me in their house. So I would go to their house, stay in their house for days and weeks to study. It was zoology teacher as well as our chemistry teacher, Sanam master, as well as Tamraja master, zoology teacher. I stayed in their house. Their wives would cook and provide meals to me. I would sleep in their house and I would study because I could not stay at home. So I'm truly grateful to those two teachers. Even today I sometimes think about them. Think about, at one point my parents went to Sarmashandra Master's house and he was willing to accommodate for me for months and months so that I could stay in his house. So it's all away from the EVT army camp. So that was something, and I even today remember those incidents. Finally, we were talking about this morning or this afternoon, Anwar, and I want to really thank him. It was the liberation operation in 1987 after I finished school, and I was teaching at school for a year before I went to university. And the liberation operation, one of the planks started from VBT. So my older brother, younger brother, my father and mother, moving town by town every night. And eventually, we ended up in his house next to the school where I was studying. And I'm truly grateful for 4 or 5 days we stayed at house. His parents and provided meals and looked after us. So I'm really grateful. I'm telling these stories because I was thinking in the plane when I was coming this morning from Texas. What made me as a brotherhood, as a school, as a great place today? If you ask me, this is the best life I could have had. And then going to Melbourne, winning the scholarship, Australian government scholarship, and going to Melbourne. That's the last time I went to school. It was 30 years ago. 1989, I went to the school to say thank you and for everything they have done for me. I would say one more thing before going to Melbourne. Some of you know my father and older brother were massacred in a single day when I was just after finishing school in 1989. And since there were a lot of my classmates came to console with my family at the time, and that was one of the true memories in my mind even today. And then I was going to Melbourne on a scholarship, and I went to school to thank the teachers and say the farewell. At that point, there was one request. It was Navraja Master. The principal was not there. He said to me, in Canada, there is a group of old boys have started a past people association. so this was 1989, and here you have established somewhere around 1988 or 87. And he said, Rathan, can you do me a favor? When you go to Melbourne, can you establish a all boys association in Melbourne? So when I arrived in Melbourne in 1989, December, to start in 1990, there was a group of Hartleyites there. The most memorable interaction I had with Professor Eliezer, I'm sure some of the older generation of Hartleyites would remember him. He was the Dean of Physical Science in University of Ceylon, University of Malaysia, and then he settled down in Melbourne to become the Dean of Physical Sciences at Prof. So he was retired and he was spending his time, and I approached him and asked him whether he would help me to establish the Harvard College Past People Associations in Melbourne. Or we call it at the time Victoria branch. It still is Victoria branch. And it was one of the true efforts we did, establishing a schools, a new branch in Australia. As I moved back to New Zealand, one of my intentions is to establish the next branch of the Harvard College Past People Association in New Zealand, because the school has to live, the school has to grow beyond all of our lives. I want you to think through the next 100 years. I want you to challenge everyone sitting in the school. Hartleigh College, how Hartleigh College would look like in 100 years from today. I want to picture that in your mind and heart. All of us in this room would be gone from this planet. However, as all of us has found in our lives, it made us who we are today. It has to make the generation and generations of peoples who will walk on its doorstep as great leaders, great thinkers, great champions all over the world. And I earnestly ask you one request in this occasion. Please contribute to the Hostel Endowment Fund, because what that's going to do, I could see it today, but we will do it in the next 100 years. It's going to produce some of give a chance to people who cannot come to Hartley, who don't have the means to come to Hartley, but I have no doubt in my mind, from that group will come the leaders of this world. So I challenge each of you to contribute to this endowment. When I say endowment, that will live beyond our lives. With that, I'm truly grateful you invited me, and I'm truly going to partner with all of you to the Hostel Fund. I'm also truly going to partner to elevate the Jaffna Medical School once I start my deanship in New Zealand. As you say, it is the oldest medical school in New Zealand. It was established 146 years ago. And for a Hartleyites to hold that position the first time, a non-New Zealander, a non-Caucasian, is truly a kudos to the college. And with that, I thank you honestly. I thank you all the teachers. I thank many of you, and I also want to give some apologies finally. I put many of you through hardship as a disciplinarian head prefect, and some of you would remember that for me. That's part of me. It never died, and it will never die. That's who I am. But I'm absolutely focused and determined. I will make a valuable contribution on this planet to Hartley Jaffna Medical School and make a better place by the time I leave this planet. So I welcome all of you to join in that effort. Thank you.